It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Adventure swimmer and local entrepreneur Adrian van Westenbrugge wanted to do his bit for charity as thousands of South Africans are suffering during this national lockdown. Now, this is when he decided to swim for 12 hours in his backyard swimming pool, which was broadcast on live Facebook Live, and it raised a target of 300,000 Rand to provide meals for families heavily impacted by the lockdown. And now the man of the hour, Adrian the Buff van Westenbrugge, joins us this morning to tell us more about his swim for charity. There, Buffster, are you with us, my man?
How's it, Ral? I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Oh, so good. And of course, it's always magic having you in the studio. Now, you came up with this idea to swim from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Freedom Day, completing a total of 36 kilometers in your swimming pool to raise funds for the Clothing Bank Hunger Relief Drive. Tell me more about this crazy adventure.
Yeah, I don't think I'll have a crazy idea like that in a hurry again, but well, I'll rethink it carefully before I open my mouth. Yeah, Raul, you know what? It's not difficult. You know, you just open your phone and read any article, and it's about suffering. Whether it's health suffering currently or the bigger plight for me is family suffering. And I'd had a particularly bad day just before Freedom Day. You know, having been exposed to open water swimming world, you'll know the 27th of April being Freedom Day is the day of the Freedom Swim. And that's the year, you know, that's when most people do their first Robben Island crossing. So feeling very sorry for myself, suddenly wiped all the fog out of my eyes and realized, geez, like, you know what, stop feeling miserable. You've got a beautiful home, you've got space to move, and there are a lot of people, and I've got food on the table. And Tracy Chambers, who runs the Clothing Bank, is a very good friend of mine. And when I saw their Hunger Relief Fund that they just launched literally that week, I just thought, you know what, that's quite something. And it just, you know, the week before, Ryan Sanders had run around his house for 24 hours, 26 hours, and I just thought, well, you know what, I can last a long time in water. That's the one thing I can really do well. And because it was the Freedom Swim coming up and Freedom Day, you know, the phrase, what's freedom without a plate of food, just rang, it kept me awake. And so I put it out there to Tracy, and she said, fantastic, we're in. You know, it was one of those moments I realized that, geez, like, what have I just said? Because in my mind, I was going to do the swim and then tell everybody about it afterwards. In practice, she launched into it, and suddenly I had, you know, dozens and dozens, hundreds of people following me throughout the day, and the Clothing Bank are trying to raise a donation of 250 Rand. So it's a very bite-sized amount for anybody who's reasonably comfortable at the moment. And, you know, we linked it to, well, if you're going to buy 10 cappuccinos when you weren't in lockdown, imagine you've saved all of that money already. Using that and social media, as you said, we did live updates through the day, and it was a long day, but it was a fantastic day.
Oh man, that must have been an incredible one. I can't imagine how that must have been. Look, I swim quite often, but wow, doing it for so long. And I mean, 12 hours of swimming. Did you take any breaks at all during the process? And what was it that actually kept you motivated right throughout? What kept you going?
You know, Raul, it's ironic you ask, because open water swimming is arguably one of the most boring things you can do, because you just look down, there's, you know, you get the odd view. Your mind is constantly stimulated by what might be under you, but in your pool, it's not quite that stimulating. So to answer the first question, yes, of course we took breaks. If I swam at an average of 3 kilometers an hour, which is what I'm kind of normally do, then over 12 hours I would do 36 kilometers, which firstly is an English Channel distance, and secondly is five times the Robben Island crossing of 7.5 kilometers. So on any normal open water endurance event, you generally will stop between 45 minutes and an hour. So every 45 minutes in an hour, I stopped and I'd have some food and I'd have something to drink just to keep rehydrating. You know, to answer the second question, how did I stay motivated? It was possibly the easiest swim I've ever done. Just the feedback that I got every 45 minutes and hearing how quickly the funds were being donated and coming into the donation fund was just incredible. It was the most motivating thing. I had a fellow cyclist who was even more crazy than me. He sat on a static bike for 12 hours as well, also contributing and reaching out to the cycling community. On the day together, we raised, by the middle of last week, we'd raised just under 220,000 Rand.
Wow.
And but the awareness that it raised, the Clothing Bank Fund is looking to raise, or the Hunger Relief Fund is looking to raise about R1 million. And by yesterday, they'd raised 663,000 Rand, of which 416 was through the Give and Gain Hunger Relief Fund. And that is, I'm very proud to say, 2,500 families and 9,500 people that have been fed.
That is just phenomenal. Wow.
Yeah, you know, so our 220,000 Rand, let's call it, fed just over 800 families for a week, which is an incredibly satisfying feeling.
Oh, I can imagine. That was probably, you say the easiest swim, but probably one of the most rewarding, and I don't think anyone can thank you enough. But, well, our thanks to adventure swimmer and local entrepreneur, Adrian van Westenbrugge, for the chat. And if you would like to donate to this amazing cause, you can visit theclothingbank.org.za for all the information.